All right, here we go for round one. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I'd like to play first. Turn 1 Elf, turn 2 Hydra is a pretty good start. If we draw channel, we're looking good. It's a nice mulligan to 6 with the out of draw channel. We'd really like for them not to disrupt our Elf. Like, that would kind of be actively bad if that happened. But as long as Muscle McHomeslice is alright, I think we're good. Give me another land, and Garrick has some potential. Don't manitize me, bro. Okay. Channel, still a good draw. Oh, there's my land. How nice. All right, so upside here is Garrick make a beast. When they kill it, I still have a 3/3 and I can get him back later if I want him. I could just play him, untap the lands, and then guarantee that I can hit something like the Hermit next turn. But I can't do anything with the mana that I untap. Like, we really want to be on 5 mana. We're not. We're on 4. So it's like, do I want to play a, gain 2 life, create a 3/3 for 4? That's not a bad card. There's not many ways that they could just stop it. So where do I end up next turn if I just make the beast? If I make the beast and don't draw a land, I end up in just casting Eternal Witness, getting Garrick back, attacking for 3. That's not terrible. If Garrick survives, what do I do? Maybe jam Freyleys and start making some more elves. Maybe jam this and start making some tokens. I think the upside of untapping with Garrick is big enough that I'm going to do this. Like, keeping him around to generate value may be quite good for us. We will see. Thus, we will see. Because I got to have something to defend Homie McHomeslice here in just a minute. But this could potentially give me 6 mana next turn. It certainly gives me 5. Or it could potentially give me 7. Not that I really have much to do with it, but we could. We could. Oh. That's a nice... So what do you have there? It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it. Now, I understand they're going to get to kill Freyleys, right? Like, and that kind of sucks. Plurp. But we're getting her back. Maybe not until they don't even know that we're going to get her back. Yeah. Sure. We will. Okay. They got flyers. Yes, they do. They got flyers. How about you? All right, so how much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're at 7 mana. What do we want to do with it? I can make a bunch of 1/1s, which really only does anything. Like, we can't even pay Echo for this dude. I would probably trade an elf for one of those, but that's not happening. It may be time to cash Garrick in for a dude and make the Hermit. Because again, I can get him back if I have to. Freyleys is now kind of off the table as something we're interested in getting. There's just too much air pressure for us to really consider much else. Like, Garrick's dead next turn. I can't really do anything with the mana. So I think we go Hermit. probably pay Echo and make a token here. And if they want to race, well, I can race. Plus, we've got squirrels, yo. I could even not pay the Echo, witness it back, and then I'm planning on playing it again. Like, if we want to make a stupid big army of idiot squirrel tokens, that's actually not a bad idea. Let's see what they do. Oh, you want to make tokens, do you? I'll make some tokens. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let him go. I think that means we swing with the tokens. He witness it back. Probably just play the Reclamation Sage of no value, sadly. The other option is just swing team and then witness it back, because I can't do anything with the extra mana here. But if they're playing one sword, they may have to. I actually kind of like that. If they want to trade for an elf, I think I'm okay with it here, because like most of what we're looking for is a Gaia's Cradle. And I can't race them in the air, so the only thing I can do is try to trade off my guys or gals. And they may not want to trade off for squirrels this turn, which is interesting because the squirrels are going to be bigger next turn. Like, sure, we got that guy out of the way. We lost 2 1/1s. Where's my grave? Why would my graveyard pop up on my second monitor? That's really weird. Yes, I would like to use that ability. I think this puts us in a position to race. Okay, maybe not. Anthems are good in Magic. So if I Hermit, we're hitting for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're at 5, and then we're dead in the air, and there's nothing I can do about it. All right. Turns out, an extra 4 points of damage kind of wrapped up that game. Okay. Am I missing anything here? Would playing out the Rec Sage have mattered? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, we still can't get them. All right. This is the deck I was trying to draft last time, which is funny to lose to it here. We didn't really get the ramp engine going. And I kind of felt like I was sitting on a mulligan with Kozilek that whole time. I don't like Winter Orb against this type of deck. I don't really want the Skull Clamp, I don't think. I'm looking for things to get Kozilek and friends out for. I guess on the play I still want to keep the combo, although I may want to take it out otherwise. We could cut the Mind Twist and keep the Skull Clamp. I should probably just be playing Skull Clamp with the Deranged Hermit. It lets me like swap all of this for more forests. Yeah. I don't hate this. Like, if they're your normal white aggressive deck, they can dump their hand relatively quickly. So I don't think the Mind Twist is exactly what I want to be doing. And now that I'm sitting here looking at plant tokens and such, we should probably just have that. Okay. Fast this is not. Keepable this is. I'm certainly more happy to see this than I would be a Mind Twist. Okay, Natural Order has some potential too. Oh, come on, man. Our hand doesn't do anything without this Yavimaya Elder. So presumably it's going to get yoinked. I mean, eventually we'll get it back. But I think this hand was particularly reliant on that Elder. But they took natural order. Okay. I find this acceptable. Like, we can clamp him, get 2 basics and 2 cards. I got so much artifact hate, dude. We are good with that. Like, here's some more. I think we start by giving him the clamp, and I don't think I want to pay for any mana for him. Like, I'm already drawing 2 cards and 2 lands. Like, sack the dude, draw 4 seems just fine to me. We can play the Hydra or we can play the Courser. I need to pop Bitter Blossom next turn, but like I've got several different ways to do that. I think I like the Hydra. It means we're going to take a little bit of damage, but it's kind of a must interact with. And then later I can play the Courser and get value off of it because our next few turns are kind of settled. And like this will eventually get big enough to like here's a threat I can present this turn. Let's do that. That's fine. Mainly because we've got multiple other ways to interact with stuff. Like at this point, I'm kind of thinking about just naturalizing the Sculler or Freyleasing the Sculler, whichever it is, getting back natural order, and getting a Primus in play. Because I think that's probably my most likely path to victory. Like they've got a lot of hate. The only downside of that plan is it means we're going to lose Freyleas. Like we could also just sword and equip and say, hey, you want a race? This feller's got trample. Did you know this feller's got trample right here? He's got trample. We can mill you out in 3 hits. Can they kill me? I don't think they can kill me. What if they got that Path to Exile spell? Well, that hurt pretty bad, wouldn't it? I don't know why I just turned into a hillbilly. I wonder if we do a Path to Exile check. Because, like, that will finish the game pretty quickly. If it doesn't, we're sitting here with an unobstructed Bitter Blossom, and that will eventually get me to... I mean, I put the sword in here for a reason. It was to cast it and hit people in the face with it. Alright, I guess they don't have Path. Or they're secretly a Reanimator deck and we're setting them up to do stupid things. That doesn't look like a Reanimator deck. Their graveyard popped up on the other monitor too, which was interesting. Hey, they got one too. We both got one MS words. Gotta be careful they don't kill me out of nowhere with like Planeswalker shenanigans or something. I don't think Exalted Angel gets as much play as it should. Like that's a strong card. It's a morph. and then the next turn you can have a 4/5 lifelink if you want to. You are spending 7 mana over it, but it's over 2 turns. I think they decided they just couldn't beat the sword with what they had. Like, they've got stuff to kill it in their deck. We saw Path, we saw Anguish Unmaking. I guess neither of those deal with a sword, but they do deal with the Hydra. But that's not a bad start. All right, so here on the draw against an aggressive deck, I don't think I still want the channel package. It's cute, but I don't think I want it. I think I might rather play the Gear Hulk and the Wall of Blossoms. The wall ain't doing a lot, but it blocks. Like, we're taking some power and some chance at like a cute combo kill and trading that for less likely to get run over. The wall's also a fine natural order target. I think I can be happy with this. Yeah, I'm going to, if I remember between rounds, just get this Skull Clamp in there. I should have made room for that anyway. The card's busted. Very weak to discard this hand is. But if they don't have it, Raphaelos on turn 2 gonna be good. Now they've got a lot of discard in their deck, and we would like to see them not do things with it. Like, one time, if we dodge it and just get to jam Raphaelos in play, I guess then we also have to dodge it again. Yeah, clamp up your mama. Your mama got clamps. Because it's... Yeah. They're thinking about pathing my Atlanta War Elf. That's funny. Okay. That's a lot of forests. We have drawn all forests. All right, Raphaelos. Show us what you can do. We can't quite jam this guy next turn, but we're getting close, right? Because that's 6, 7. If we draw Mox, we can. We don't actually have any Mox in the deck, but we could. We could have them, we just don't. Oh, God. Come on. Okay, so that's 3 plus 3 is 6 is 7. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 8 mana, and I have 7. This is the world's saddest Raphaelos. Oh my God, he is so sad. I didn't miscount that, did I? 3 plus 3 is 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, we're still playing Magic if they don't kill Raphaelos this turn or pull out my Primus. But my goodness, how disappointing it is to get the Raphaelos in play and then have nothing to do with all this mana. Okay. Well, we don't have to worry about Gideon, because he's dead. But I kind of don't know how we're going to deal with our opponent. Hoof can kill out of nowhere. Drawing nothing but forest is a little bit unfortunate here. Especially with them having the clamps over there, because they can just kind of go for a while on that. I was hoping we would get to Woodfall Primus and destroy the Skull Clamp. That's not what happened. Well, at least they burned a Thoughtseize. So one good part about drawing all forests is your opponent Thoughtseizes you and like, oh, well then. I guess that happened. I'll take an extra 2 damage, sir. And then when you do draw something good off the top and just slam it, they're like, oh, God. Oh, God. I'm wondering if I get a natural order if I just shoot this guy away. And I may just need to do that. Like, attack for 6, then natural order it, pop the Skull Clamp, or maybe pop a land. Pop that Bitter Blossom. Get the 4/4, pop that. I mean, I guess Courser's better than nothing. I mean, I'm attacking with this. It doesn't matter what my top card is. This guy's going in. You do have that trample. Protection doesn't work like you think. I mean, it prevents 2 damage if that's what you think it does. Alright, Rex Sage ain't bad. We will take it. Yes. I think the Clamp is a bigger problem than Bitter Blossom, although both are issues. We may be able to burn them out with their own Bitter Blossom. It's not super likely, but I mean, it could happen. Whereas the Clamp turns all those Fairy Rog tokens into actual cards. And they may just not be able to beat Primus. I mean, many bands tried, but Primus was pretty amazing. Did the South Park theme, man. I don't know how you compete with that. They've got 5 cards. It's probably not a bunch of forests. Oh yeah. Like, I better use this Clamp while I can. That name again is Mr. Clamp. If they get to something like a Path to Exile for Primus, we could be having a game again. We are currently not, but we could be. All right. Well, hello there, Natural Order. How are you? I don't have enough damage to kill Primus, so let's get in there. I don't really understand. Well, I guess I do. If they're going to block and give something protection, it kind of makes sense not to equip the Clamp. Burp. They've only drawn 6 cards off of it, but they kind of messed up one of their draws by killing the Spectral Procession, I guess. So maybe they've only drawn 5 cards off of it, but it is still a problem. Now, can you think of anything we might get with this Natural Order that would be fun? If you're thinking Craterhoof Behemoth, you're thinking correctly. The absolute best would be as if we draw this and the Behemoth is already on top, so they see it coming. The worst would be a counterspell, but like, I don't think the black counterspell thing is in here. Oh, please flicker my Primus. All right, I think we're supposed to be hoofing. Let's get our value while we have it. Hey, there's a Crater Oak Behemoth. What could we possibly get? Oh, I don't know. Just this Crater Oak Behemoth. So let's make sure that's lethal. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 toughness. Yeah, that's pretty lethal. Hoof. There it is. Alrighty, we will see you for round 2 in just a moment.